Hey everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I help you grow to accomplish your goals, create healthy habits, and overcome obstacles. And today we're going to be talking about one of the healthiest habits and how to fit it in when you are slammed. Okay. So don't forget to subscribe because I am always here to help you build the life that you have been dreaming of because y'all, you deserve to live that life. Today, what we're going to talk about is how to make space for you in a busy season. Now, here's the thing. This is a habit that is 100% essential. This is absolutely not negotiable. And when I'm talking about a busy season, this is what I'm talking about. So I want to clarify this. I'm talking about things like the holidays. I'm talking about a move or a big change in your life, right? You just started a new job. You just graduated from college. You are making a big change in your life, and that creates a busy season. You're planning a wedding. You just got married. You just had a baby. Okay. There are some things in our lives that can create an absolutely crazy busy season. But in addition to these things, some of us tend to live in a busier in what is equivalent to a busy season in demand. Anyways, for example, many of you may know this, but I am an entrepreneur. I have 5 kids. I have special needs kids. These things all make my life much busier. But in addition to that, I'm also managing a chronic autoimmune condition and I have some mental illness issues that I'm managing. And that means that I basically always have to treat my life like a busy season. That's just real because that's a lot of balls to juggle, y'all. Okay. And it's not like I can just decide one day that I'm not a mom of 5 kids, that I don't have kids with special needs, that I don't have a business to run and employees, that I don't have a chronic illness. And just so y'all know, spoiler alert here, part of why I have a chronic illness, I'm convinced, is because of my lack of attentiveness to this one habit, which is making space for me, taking care of my own health, my own mental health, my own stress. Okay. Because when you are not taking care of yourself, you will become sick. That's just real, okay? If you don't stop, if you don't listen to your body at some point will shut it down. So, I want to just make sure that you know that this is going to be very much about how to take care of yourself. And I'm assuming that you all have a busy season, that you're either in the holidays, you're in transition, that you would not be watching this video if your life was just so happy go lucky lackadaisical. You are living in a tough, demanding situation. So, how do we actually prioritize taking care of ourselves when we don't have the time to do it? We don't have the energy to do it. We don't have the income. We don't have it. Okay. And I think that the biggest thing that is very important to be mindful of is it doesn't have to be something big. It can be something really small. And so being very intentional about getting alone time in every day, even if it's 10 to 15 minutes, whether it's in the morning or in the evening, or we just have a quiet time that we set aside matters. And if you need to, set an alarm in your phone and make it an appointment that you never, never give up. Make sure that this is sacred time because you need it. Now, if you're wondering where in the world you're going to find that time, I want to just give you a couple little hints about things that you could potentially deprioritize so that you can prioritize this instead. Because I'm realistic and I know that there is only so much time in the day, and a lot of us are juggling a lot of things. And especially if you're living in a busy season, you have a lot going on. So making the time to make space for you and what you need is really potentially challenging. So here's what we're going to do. I want to inform everybody here that there are 3 essential things that need to be done in your home. I know. Um, I spent a lot of time thinking about this. And for those of you who have chronic illness, I bet you have too, because if you can't do all the things that need to be done are the things that need to be done for the purpose of safety. Okay. Of actual safety, keeping your family safe. And so maybe 4 things depending on the structure of your home. Number one is that you need to, in some way, feed yourself. Okay. And that actually means managing food coming into your house and safely doing so. So whether that is ordering out, using paper plates, making things that are a little bit faster and easier, but I will tell you that cleanup after food is really important. And so a lot of times the thing that I'll focus on is just actually getting myself fed and getting my dishwasher loaded. Like for real, that's it. Getting the dishwasher loaded, run and unloaded is really the thing. In addition, number two is I'm really focused on making sure that my kitchen is somewhat clean, like meaning wiped down. The dishes are all in there and not all over the house, and the trash is out. Okay. These are just safety things. The next room I focus on is my bathroom. Just making sure that the bathroom is somewhat clean enough that um, I'm not going to be sick from coming in contact with something. So really, this is related more to like toilets and handles and things like that. I'm going to just tell you, if the tub doesn't get scrubbed, it will be fine. Trust me, it will be fine. Um, in addition to that, the other thing is keeping those stairs clear and entrances and exits clear is really, really important for people to be able to be safe. You don't want somebody getting up in the middle of the night and tripping on something and falling down the stairs, et cetera, et cetera. So just keeping those pathways clear. Other than that, the rest of it, I know for some of you, this is going to be a hard thing to swallow. The rest of it is optional. Okay. So if you are currently dusting baseboards or dusting furniture, and not taking time to have a cup of coffee by yourself, I just want you to know, no. I just want you to know, no. I think somebody needs to tell you, no, your priority is in the wrong place. This is not something that needs to happen. And I understand that right now it might drive you crazy to see that dust, but I also need you to deeply and truly understand that prioritizing time for you matters. And that means something has to give. That's the reality. Something has to give. You cannot do all the things all the time. Now, for those of you with little kids who are like, oh, yeah, nice, Cassie, your kids are grown. This doesn't mean that you can be alone. Yes, it does. Okay, yes, it does. While I hate to say this because I certainly do not want this to excuse really outrageous stuff, I need you to know that studies have proven that children um, need to know that you show up for them, that you nurture them and you love on them 30% of the time you show up. Not 100, okay? Not 110, not I've guessed what you need before you've even needed it. No, okay? It's okay for your children to play independently and for you to have 10 minutes. It's okay, by the way, it's okay for your child to watch a show so that you can journal. It's okay. I just need you to know that. It's okay. And in addition to that, I want to point out to you the example that you're setting for your child. Um, as I have already told you, I have a chronic illness in large part because I did not take care of myself. And I want you to know that I have 5 adult children. 2 are moms now. And my 2 children who are moms, they don't do what I told them to do. Okay, please hear me say that. They don't do what I told them to do. They're not kind to themselves like I was kind to them. They do what I did to myself. If either of them are watching this right now, I'm so sorry because I'm saying this to them. And I know that this is like a really hard thing, but they do what I did. And I hate seeing it. And I talk to them about it as I'm talking to you about it because I modeled to them that what they should do is sacrifice everything that they needed, their needs, their own health, their own well-being, that they should sacrifice that. Okay. That when they're missing it, they should be unkind to themselves and beat themselves. I modeled that because that's what I did to me. Okay. And both of my daughters have daughters, and I have been reminding them and helping them to come to a place of understanding that they are now modeling that to their daughters. That if they continue to do that, their daughters are going to do the same thing, and that this is a generational curse. Okay. And I don't want it to continue. And I'm the grandma. I can't stop my daughter, but I want my daughters to know every single day. And I want you to know, if you are a mom right now, I want you to know that you have the power to break this. that you have the power to break this curse. And if you are doing this, what you're doing, then you are modeling this to them in a way that is really potentially going to backfire later. Okay. Make space for you. Identify what you need and make the space for you. Okay. You may put this into a morning routine or a bedtime routine. Psst, you don't have to go to the bed at the same time everyone else does. If you're a night owl, taking a few minutes at night by yourself to unwind can be really helpful. Okay. You can put this into a midday routine, but put it into a routine that you get some time for you. How? Something's got to give. Okay. I gave you an example of the housework thing because I really think that that is a pile of busy work we get really sucked into. But you decide what you can remove, at least in this busy season, from your to-do list, because space and time for you is non-negotiable. That is written in your to-do list with a Sharpie. It's written in your calendar with a Sharpie, not a pencil. And other things can give. Other things can give. So stop doing something or reduce how much you're doing it and make room for you. And then what do you do with that you time? Listen, get in a workout, dance it out, write in a journal, call a friend, something that fills you up, something that brings you joy. Okay. Y'all, create a joy jar. It's my joy jar. Okay. And put things in here that are things that bring you joy, things that make you happy, things that get you back in touch with yourself. And that way, when you don't know what to do in the you time that you've made space for, you can just pull one out and do it. Right. Like I have things in here like listen to 90s hip hop or listen to 90s alternative. Those are like two of my favorite things. Okay. I know. I'm a Gen Xer. What can I say? Make the space for you. Whether this is a busy season or just part of your life all the time, it is so essential. I know it might feel selfish at first. Think about the amazing example you're setting for your kids, for your friends, for your neighbors. Think about the example that you're setting. Think about the public example that you're setting. Taking time for you. All right. Do not forget to subscribe. And remember, you are absolutely amazing and you deserve to live the life you've been dreaming of. But that involves making room for you, your dreams, your goals, your interests, your authentic self in that life. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.